Welcome to Real Talk with Miss Brenda. We're so glad to have you this morning. We are going to talk a little bit about our wonderful reunion that we had. We talked with Joseph about it, and it just justifies hearing us talk about it a little bit more because it was the most incredible reunion that we could possibly have had, and so much work and love and even finances went into it because it is important for us, for our graduates to stay plugged in and to always be there, and we want to make sure that they know that we are always there for them. Today, joining me is Natasha. Natasha has been with us. We were just talking about it almost. Well, tell us, Natasha.
Well, for the last 8 years, 2 years like within the center and 8 years by your side. Tagging along.
Tagging along.
Tagging along with Miss Brenda.
She is my executive assistant, and now she is my daughter-in-law.
Yes.
She is, oh my goodness, one of the most incredible people I have ever known. She comes from a wonderful family, great parents, wonderful sister, girl next door. college, little trust fund baby. And I'm telling you, I'm not sure. I live with her every day, and I still cannot imagine her taking a wrong turn in life, but she did.
Mm-hmm.
And without that wrong turn, she wouldn't be with me. So I guess I can't say I wish she didn't do it.
I mean, I really wouldn't have had it any other way at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I would have never thought the cards would fall the way they have. And I'm very thankful and blessed. I would never want it to change. Ever. I would never want it to
I wouldn't have
change.
my grandsons.
No.
I wouldn't have your parents as my friends.
That's right.
Her daddy is on our board. I'm telling you, it's just God has a way. If we get out of his way of working things out,
Oh, I know.
he does. I mean, we just have to kind of just shut up, move, and let him lead the way.
When I love that he's allowed your entire family to, at some point or another, their purpose has turned to come back to the center to work within the family. But I feel like that has done the same thing with my family. Even though they're not staff members, it has allowed them to come and they don't want to not be a part of the center and everything that we're involved in as far as the ministry is concerned, which I love. I love that it's like it brings everybody's family together. It's incredible to me. It's incredible to me.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yes. Well, and you can't explain how yesterday went to anybody without them seeing it for themselves. Like my dad coming. I've explained and told and everything for years now about what our reunion is. And then he comes and he sees and he said, I just had to take videos because you really could not tell me about this again and me understand what really just happened. I mean, you have 2,000 women and children and their families who have been a part of the center at one point or another in their life, and it's absolutely incredible. Incredible. I myself am amazed and blown away. It feels so good to be a part of a ministry that has that.
It is.
It is.
All right. Before we talk about what your days and all are like now, I want to make sure that we get in what's going on with our education and what we're doing and what we are now starting
Yes.
in just a few weeks.
Yes. Actually, just like another week and a half before I start school to get my instructor's license for us to create a beauty school inside the Love Lady Center.
Yeah, we're going to have a beauty school inside
Yes.
the center. That is so exciting.
Yes, create purpose for these women, you know?
Yeah, so many of them want to become hairdressers, and it is impossible. So there's different schools, and we are going to be secondary, post-secondary educational institutes. So what we will do is we're going to have several schools within there, and one of them is going to be a cosmetology school. And Natasha already was a license. I mean, actually, she did weddings and things, and she was in books, in magazines about her hairstyling, and now she is going to be, she likes a few hours having her instructor's license, and she will be able to be instructor, and we will be able to license women right there at the center. It's just incredible. And this is a dream of mine from the very beginning. And for me to see it come to pass, especially through her, is just
I'm
wonderful.
excited. I'm very excited.
Are you?
Very excited. Yes. Well, it's one thing to do their hair and to make them feel beautiful. It's a whole completely different thing to make them feel like they have a purpose in life and not like they're at a dead end. You know, I love the fact that at the center we also, prior to being able to go to cosmetology school, you really need to have your GED or your high school diploma. Well, we offer that. We help women get their education in all different areas. So I I'm just thankful that the center has these tools and that the Lord has allowed us to receive these things from outside to do all these things for the women.
Now you see why I love her. I mean, she's the real deal. Well, now, how do you feel about you're not going to be doing the same thing and working with me quite as close as you do now?
That's
And
going
I
to be
think
a
I'm going to have
change.
withdrawal.
I think I myself will. I don't think people realize that it's not just you that will struggle with it. It's me who will. Because you are not only my boss, my mentor, my mother-in-law, but you're my best friend. You
Don't make
are.
me cry.
We spend every day together.
Yeah, and that is the truth. And people ask me all day long, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do when Natasha's not there? And I'm like, well, I don't know. But I mean, progress is we got to do what the Lord wants, but I don't really know what I'm going to do. I mean, I think about it a lot.
Don't act like
A
I won't
whole
show
lot.
up.
Huh?
I said, don't act like I'm not going to show up.
Well, we've got it lined up where we're still, maybe we'll build the beauty school that's going to be all the way downstairs.
Right, they better get the elevator fixed.
Yeah.
They better fix that elevator.
The girls are so excited about all of this, and I'm excited too. And, it's just hard to believe that the progress that we're going to be able to make and how much we're going to be able to help them.
Yes, because it's very difficult for these women who are in the program who have gotten themselves in financial binds and in debt and aren't able to receive the funding to be able to do this anyway. It's very difficult. A lot of them have received student loans in other places, in other schools to go to, so they're in a debt there as well. So that makes it difficult for them to get money and funding to go to beauty school. So look at what we can create that we couldn't before. That's nothing but God. I mean, I don't have an explanation for it. That's the only explanation for any of it.
For it to come together like it has, it's hard to believe.
Very hard to believe. Very hard to believe.
So, are you excited about it?
I'm thrilled. I'm nervous at the same time.
Why are you nervous?
Well, change is always a little nerve-wracking. I love change because new things come out of change. But having been doing something for so long that you enjoy and love, that's hard to break away from, even though there's purpose for you in the next step of life. But I will say this, though. There's not a single day has gone by that I've been by your side that I didn't feel as though I was fulfilling multiple purposes.
Yeah.
Ever.
Because
there's not been a day.
Working right beside me, I mean, you see every facet. The
Yes.
first rule of thumb working with me is what happens around Miss Brenda stays around Miss Brenda.
Yes.
And a lot happens around me.
Yes.
You see all kinds of things.
Well, every in and out of what goes on with the center, every detail, whether you want to know or not. And there are a lot of times that I don't want to know.
Yeah, a lot of times I don't want to know.
Oh,
either.
I can imagine.
But I mean, I find out and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yes.
You got to be kidding me. Yesterday, I caught a glimpse of your daddy was there. Mm-hmm. And I caught a glimpse of you and your daddy hugging and your daddy crying and you crying and he was holding you.
Yes.
And it was one of them. I see all this stuff and I never catch anything on camera.
I don't
never.
either. I never catch the sentimental things that would be perfect candid pictures. Never. I get it.
But I saw you and your daddy in that moment and I was like, wow, that was as touching as I've ever seen. Can you tell me what that was about? I'm going to take the touching out of it. I just want to know what it was about. I'm nosy.
So he grabbed a hold of me, gave me a hug. It tells me how proud he is of me and that that this is just incredible. Look at what you're doing to help change lives. And my dad has created his own new motto, but so it's the word hope, help other people every day. So he said, we are going to live by that. That is our mission in life. That is what the Lord has put us here to do, is to help other people every day. So I was just losing it, and I'm crying, and he's crying, and he said, this is just the most remarkable thing ever.
It was remarkable.
It was. Not only that, you had us up there doing a praise dance. And I haven't done one of those since I was probably 12. So.
Well, I had done one in about 25 years, so.
Well, we were neck and neck then, but it was a little bit of an age difference.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It brought me back to my youth choir days. And it hit me when I was gone this weekend before the reunion, when I was speaking to some of my friends that I danced in youth choir with. They said, do you remember when we went to that men's work release program? I said, yeah, and we didn't know what that was. And they said, and now that's what you do. You work with people who come from those type of places, from prisons and jails and work release camps and all of that. And it didn't really hit any of us until that moment when we were speaking about it. But which was very nice that I could speak to those women that didn't understand what I had gone through.
What did they think about you doing this now?
They think it's amazing.
Because they are from a totally different class than 90% of our women.
Absolutely. So I'm sure it would probably be a shock factor if they came into our realm for a minute. But they're all very fascinated.
Are they?
Yes. So that's what I loved, was all the questions I was receiving from them, because their fascination and the fact that my life is revolved around what the Lord has for me and my children and my family. And I will stand firm in that, and I'm not embarrassed or ashamed to state that, no matter where I am.
You're really not?
No.
You're not the least bit embarrassed?
No.
Not about anything?
No.
You just throw it out there.
That's how we live. That's who we are. Leave it or take it. So
that's who
we are. Yes. So.
And your family seems to embrace it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But if I hadn't have been through the things I went through, I don't know that the Lord would have worked through them the same way. Their purpose may not have been in the same area. Like my dad's compassion for, he was always compassionate for the homeless. Always. But his compassion for drug addicts and people who've been to prison and all of that completely changed. Completely changed. And I'm forever thankful for that. Forever thankful for that. Because he went and worked in ministry and then now is on our board. He's going to maintain his life in ministry. He is going to keep himself in ministry.
And so your daddy was amazed at yesterday.
Yes. He was sending my mother videos. And my mom's not a very emotional person. He was like, she was blown away. She was getting emotional. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, when we took that picture, and all you could see is people, as far as you could see.
Yes. Yes. You can't. Like my dad said to me, he was like, you were absolutely right. You cannot describe this moment to anybody and them understand it. It was truly remarkable. It gets better and better every year.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one thing that we come up with different things every year, and it's like when I came up with those feathers and dropped the feathers and how remarkable it is. And then yesterday, us popping up, Melinda and I, in the middle of the drama and doing things. You can't redo that.
No.
It is impossible to
you
redo
can't.
that.
You're right.
And so you kind of like, Melinda said, this is how I think. Melinda said, oh, that's so great. And I'm sitting there thinking, all right, next year she's going to want me to come up with different things. What am I going to do?
Yeah, and
It's kind of like when the feathers.
yes. How do you beat that?
When we had movie month, we came up with I taught we take a secular movie and we use godly principles out of it to see how they're used in life. Well, in Forrest Gump, at the end, the feathers. There's a feather that flies through the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the end of the Forrest Gump, I had the second floor, and we dumped
Tons.
I dumped feathers all over everything, and it was the most. Everybody was like, oh, oh. It was so awe-inspiring, and so now then, this year for movie month, I don't even know what I taught on, but everybody was like,
Oh,
yeah. No,
she didn't know any feathers
I can't
this
think
time.
anything better than
Yeah.
feathers, And so yesterday I'd come up with this drama thing, and then we'd come up with this 20 years of ministry, and we got somebody from every year and said how many people graduated that year, and we watched it for 20 years.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there and thinking, Melinda said, oh, this is so good. And all I can think is, oh, what are we going to do next year? Because, I mean, there's just...
You can't
relive as much as you want to. I can't relive every bit of this.
No, but I just also remember, though, last year, I'm going to call it last year already, it was yesterday, it was a milestone. 20 years was a milestone. So, of course, it was going to be something ultra spectacular. But knowing you, we have to up it every year.
Knowing me,
Put it in
I've
motion.
got to sit here and figure it out,
Yes.
And I just have to let God. But even though I let God, see, God puts things in our spirit.
Yes.
And I have to take up. I don't take a vacation from having things dumped into my spirit. I have it all the time, and I'm like, sometimes, like right now, we're doing the boutique inside the thrift store,
Yes.
and all I've been thinking of is driving me crazy is those cups.
Okay, well, you want me to tell you about those cups, even though we're on a podcast?
No. Is it going to be okay?
Yes, because the enamel they put on them is perfect for sublimation.
Thank goodness.
I just figured it out.
That is how I am. That is who I am. There is no vacation. I get no vacation. That's what my husband told me this morning. He said, now I want you to just relax your mind.
But that's not
And I
who
said,
you are.
how do I relax my mind? That's what I want to know. My mind is my soul, and my soul is forever seeking. I don't take a vacation from it, and I want to, but there is none. Yesterday, I never got to see.
No.
They stuck me in a tent.
Now, it was a beautiful tent.
They
made you the most beautiful tent there was there.
It was beautiful, beautiful tent.
But
I'm not saying that.
You had a line that never changed length.
I don't care how
It
many
never
people
got
I saw.
shorter.
I would look, and it was still that many people left.
Yes.
I would sign 100 books, and I would look out, and there was still 100 people plus. I'm like,
yes.
What is happening?
Yes.
They are cheating.
They were
I
ready
never
to
got
see
to
you.
do anything. But see, I haven't seen these people in so long, and Melinda gets to see them all the time, and I don't.
Yes.
It was just, I mean,
But
I
now,
heard
how
it
many
was
people?
wonderful.
It was now. But how many people did you run into that you didn't expect to from that line?
So many.
I mean, wasn't it crazy?
It was just insane, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Was it great for you?
Well, I mean, I had a booth. I had children running crazy, getting lost a couple of times, one of them.
You
And
painted their hair.
yes, but I also had women in there spraying their hair and little girls. I let them spray other people's hair. I mean, they were just having fun, you know. But it was really good. I loved that we set up our marketplace booths with our jams and jellies and the pickles and the sauces and the hot sauce. Then we had our little boutique stuff out there. You had, I think it was amazing, honestly. I can't, there was nothing you could complain about. It was amazing.
Pumpkin patch.
Pumpkin patch, the Dunkin' booth, which everybody
Okay,
absolutely
the
loved.
Dunkin' booth. You know, Melinda was the first one to get
Yes.
in there, and she didn't even get dunked. Didn't even get dunked. She said it was the Lord protecting me.
No, she
I'm not sure that's the truth, but
You know what? I'm surprised nobody went and pushed the button on her because they sure did on just about everybody else.
you know, they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't. I don't think anybody really wanted to see her get dunked.
No.
Her brother did.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, her twin brother.
Yes, he did.
He tried so hard.
Yes.
And, you know, and big old Matthew.
Oh, and there's videos on Facebook of him throwing to get her, and he didn't. He didn't though.
He probably missed on purpose.
It looked like they were throwing from a pretty far distance.
Melinda's everybody's pet, in case
It
y'all...
was way back. The line was way back.
I mean,
Yeah.
Melinda's everybody's pet.
Well, of course.
Huh?
Of course.
I'm not anybody's pet. They love me.
I'm sitting right here.
Huh?
I'm sitting right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm your pet. You get paid to be my pet. I mean, for me to be your pet. You know. Yeah, my dog died last week.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I'm so upset about that. I had an Irish wolfhound and I loved her so much. And she got sick and died. We had to put her down. And she was only a puppy. Well, 2.
She wasn't quite 2. A year and a half.
I'm just devastated about it. But, you know, I don't know how death for animals work. You know, people's always saying, well, my dog's going to be with me in heaven. I don't know.
What?
It's a dog. Even
Right.
though I loved Ellie Mae, but she was a dog.
Right. I know.
You know, I don't
I
know how
know.
that works. And people get mad at me because they want me to say, oh, Fido's going to be with me in heaven. I don't know if Fido's going to be with you in heaven.
No. I don't think we're going to be worried about that.
I don't think so either.
So I just don't think there's,
But I mean-
you're not going to be worried about anything.
That really has nothing to do with Love Lady. That's just
That's okay.
Brenda and her dog,
That's okay.
you know. So, how does it feel to be raising your boys in Love Lady?
You know, at
After
first,
seeing Joseph, everybody
Right, I
ought to
mean,
be
it makes
rushing
you-
to get your kids in Love Lady.
for me, I don't want my children to, how do I put it? I'm thankful. One, because there are women there who have issues who are in wheelchairs, that have mental illness and or the drugs have caused, you know, crazy things to happen to them like deformities or whatever. And I want my children to not recognize any of those things as scary or fearful of them, but they know that, I mean, I know they're only 4 and 5, but we talk and speak about it a lot that everybody has purpose no matter what decisions they've made in their lives. And so I love that they love to go to the center. They want to see the women. They want to see all the people at the center because it's its own little community, you know?
Oh, Jackson loves it.
They love going to the center. Now, they don't necessarily want to go into the daycare.
They don't want to.
And that's not, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that because what we've done to it, what you've done to it, who's working down there are doing a remarkable job. But I'm thankful that they get to be a part of ministry and see how the Lord works. I am forever grateful for that, because if I hadn't have been here or hadn't have made the mistakes I made, like you said, I wouldn't be with you, but I also probably wouldn't have my husband and my children. And I always said that I wanted to raise my children in a godly environment. Well, the Lord placed us there.
Boy, did you ever.
And I don't
Right
know.
smack down.
I don't know that I would have found the placement the way the Lord placed us. So
Probably not.
I'm so thankful for that.
You know, we talk about children being raised in ministry, and we talk about that. Well, you know, people can look at my kids and see that's how they've been raised, every single one of them. You know, you got Bo,
Yes. Who
Matthew, Melinda, Miranda,
yes.
Hunter. I mean,
Each one of them are involved in some way, shape, or form.
and like some of them's left for a while
And come back
and come back.
even stronger and better than ever.
Way stronger. My grandchildren, it's not
Yes.
just Joseph.
Well, and their spouses now too.
Yeah.
So it's the entire family from every angle and the extended family bringing its way in.
But you know, you see that in ministry all the time. You see like John Hagee's family, Billy Graham's family.
Yes.
You see,
So what's that make you feel like to be kind of a crusader?
yeah, it becomes one member of the family will get going, and
Yes.
it takes the others with you.
Yes.
And I think that is a remarkable thing. And so, I just praise the Lord. We have never had any. I'm just thrilled that what the Lord has done.
I am too. Like my son Jackson, I would love for him to be my preacher boy, because he really is kind of my little preacher boy. He loves Jesus. He talks about Jesus. He took his little Jesus in his pocket today to school. His papa said that he would protect him, that his little Jesus would be with him all the time and protect him. And so he took him with him today, and then I love when he comes home and he speaks about Jesus because of what he's learning in school as well. But I feel like what we put in is what comes out, so let's continue to do that. And we're doing that with the women at the center. And watching them during church is my favorite.
Do I?
Watching the women during church is my favorite.
Is that your favorite thing?
It is. You can tell and you can feel when they're truly feeling the Spirit in that moment while they're worshiping. And I lose it just about every time just watching them.
I watch Jackson in church, and he raises those little hands and praises the Lord, and
And Dad
And while I was trying to learn that drama, he was up there just
Singing
his heart
every
out.
word.
And he knew every word. And I was like, you little imp, how you knowing every word? And I don't even know. I have a hard time. I don't remember music like y'all do.
I don't
Y'all
know.
listen to it one time and remember it. I don't do that. And the other day, we were about the third time on the song, I hadn't even got the first lyric down, and Jackson is just hitting it the whole song, and I'm thinking, kids, stop it.
They have great memories and memorize extremely well.
Well,
I do too. Like, that's probably the only reason I got through school like I did, because I didn't really in those moments, but I could memorize.
Smart.
Oh, I know you are.
And I can remember scripture, and I can remember this and that, but I cannot do music.
My sister doesn't either. And my mother always said, man, we put it on one time, you know every word.
I don't understand
I don't
that.
know what it is.
Matthew does. Melinda does not. Yesterday, she's practiced 100 times, and she was still missing words.
It's okay.
But Miranda does. Bo doesn't. Matthew's my musically inclined kid.
Yes. Yes. Now, there is no inclination with mine. I just can memorize very well. Ugh. The Lord did not give me that. He gave that to your granddaughter, Rachel, too. He did. He sure did. That voice
boy, she was
is
just going
beautiful.
at it. One time, and she was in the audience making sure I didn't miss anything.
I know she did.
And I still missed it.
You cracked me up at one time. You went like this, like, stop it. It was cute. It was so cute because I didn't get to see you. I was behind
women
you.
are not cute.
But you are.
No, I don't think old women can be cute. They can be this, they can be that, but we are not cute. We're old, pleasant women.
Oh, yes.
Get over there, Rachel.
You're a delight.
Huh?
I said, oh, yes, you're a delight.
Just a delight.
Yes.
Yeah. When I'm pitching one of my crazies. Yes. Does Miss Brenda go crazy sometime? Yes. Do I want everything right? Yes. Do I settle for second best? Never. It's the best. When we started the ministry, I don't want this to sound anyway, and I am in love with secondhand stuff, and our thrift stores are wonderful. But at Christmas, the first couple of years, people would give our children these broken down toys. And I would look at our children getting these broken down toys, and I would say, Lord, is that really the best we can do?
Understandably so. I agree. I probably would too.
So I took everything I had, and I went and I would buy new toys, knowing they were going to be torn up that day.
Right.
But at least they tear up their own toys.
Yeah.
I think for so long, people think, and when they thought we were building a halfway house, they would say, it's halfway house. And that's where I got that term. No, we're building a whole way house. Mm-hmm. That got the whole thing started, where they would say, they didn't understand. I was saying whole way house.
Well, you revved them up with it all anyway.
Huh?
You revved them all up with it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just were stirring up.
I just
stirred that little pot up.
I want, if we represent God.
That's right.
The tabernacle. I mean, dragging a tabernacle around in the wilderness is beautiful gold. God needs the best we have.
That's right.
We need to give him the best.
That's right.
That's why when we don't have the best, you can bet I am in there trying to make it the best.
I already know. I do know.
Listen, I want, if we represent God, I just love him.
I do too.
I want to give him the best I got.
I do too.
And I don't always.
No, but that's because we're human. We fall short.
It might not be great, but it might be the best I have.
That's right. That's right.
And that's good enough.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to talk more about so much stuff, but we're out of time.
It's okay.
I mean,
We'll chit-chat again. We'll chit-chat again.
So, no regrets?
None. No. That life's all dead and gone. When Rachel was asking me when I graduated, I was like, I really don't remember the year. It's just that whole life's gone. You know what I mean? That whole new life started the moment I came here.
And I mean, you went through, your mother and daddy let you go through some lean times.
Yes.
You went from the palace to the prison.
Yes.
And you stayed in the prison for a while.
That's right. That's right. But not without my mother saying she fully let the Lord have me because I was his first. She said if she didn't let go to him, it would have never changed.
Well, let me tell you something, lady. It is hard for me It's hard for me to ever even imagine you. How long were you in drugs and all?
It was like a 3-year span where the hard drugs were. It was very short lived considering most people's, but not without falls after that.
Well,
Consistently for like 3 years.
I'm glad you're where you are.
I am too.
Thank you, Lord, for giving us Natasha.
No, thank you, Lord, for giving me Brenda.
Okay. Well, thank you, and we will see you again.
Yes, thank
Bye.
you. Bye.